I dealt with Brylane. Just in short, they were not a company that has the integrity to listen to their customer and make them happy, especially when they're returning an item. The item was returned untouched. It was intact. And they gave me their word that if I made a copy of the receipt in order to be reimbursed for sending it back, I would receive it, and it was not received. I was denied by a manager. I ordered a trellis, okay, because we've been ordering from Brylane for, I would say, over 3-4 years, right? And so we ordered a trellis. It was about a $200 trellis. It came, and unfortunately, it didn't work the way we needed to in the area that we needed. We didn't even unpack the entire thing. So we put it back in the box. And I called the company and asked them, first of all, I called the company because when I was looking for the return label, I thought, this is so weird. There's no return label in here. That's how I decided to call them. So I called them up and I asked them, why is there not a return label in the box? And they said, oh, because it's a heavy item. Okay, so what? It's your product. What does that have to do with the return label? So the lady I'm speaking to tells me, let me give you the address to send it back to. So I write down the address, and she says, by the way, you have to pay for it and we will refund you the money. So I said, let me get this straight. You're going to refund me for the item, obviously, because we can't use it, right? And we haven't even unwrapped the whole thing. And so she says, yes, we will refund you for the item, which is the trellis. And then we will also refund you for taking it to UPS. So I said, okay, I trusted that, right? It's kind of weird because imagine companies charging you to return something. Every time you go to Home Depot, every time you go to Bloomingdale's, they charge you for returning an item, right? But I trusted her. So I said, okay, well, what's the address? And then she gave me a separate address to, so I take the item to UPS. And then I had to buy the return label, right? So I get the return label, $220 something to return it because the item is heavy. Okay. She tells me, the lady that I spoke to from Brylane told me, make a copy of the receipt and send it to this address. That's exactly what I did. So not only did I return the item to UPS, I paid for it. So that basically was a total of $400, right? So I'm waiting. So they said it would take about 2 weeks. Okay, well, the 2 weeks was almost up. I get on the chat with somebody from Brylane and I said, what's going on? I don't see the money back onto my credit card. And he said, oh, it takes a little bit and we have to wait until we get your receipt. And I asked him again. I said, this is what I was told. I went step by step. This is what I was told. This is what I did. And he says, oh yeah, don't worry about it. You will get your money back for the trellis, and you will be refunded for sending shipping it. We have to wait to receive your receipt, the copy of receipt. Fine. Okay. So I see that they said they would give me the refund, and I saw my email and it said, oh, your refund is on the way. Fine. But then I noticed that, okay, well, where's the refund for paying the $200 something to send it back? So I'm on the chat again with somebody, and for some reason, I didn't believe the person I was chatting with. And I said, I need to speak to a manager. So a manager comes onto the chat and says, we will refund you for the trellis, but we will not refund you or cannot refund you. We did receive your receipt. So she admitted that they received the receipt that I made a copy of and sent to the other address. So she tells me, we can't do that. We don't ever do that. And so I told her, well, hold on. How do you tell a customer that do you think who in their right mind would even pay $200 to send an item back if I didn't get the word of an associate from your company? And she says, well, I'm sorry, we can't do that. And I said, you can't or you won't. Because there is a difference, right? I've worked in retail. I know the way things work when you really want to go out of your way to help a customer. So she says, no, we're not going to do that. And I said, I chatted with somebody, not only on the phone, I got onto your website and chatted with somebody. She said, well, let me see if I can find it. She comes back and tells me that there's no such thing. There's no such chat. So basically she's calling me a liar, right? I wish I had taken a picture of the chats. Now I know better. And so she's telling me, no, we can't refund you that $200 something, even though you sent the receipt. So yeah, now I am pissed. I'm really mad. I'm out $200 something after I took the time to not only take the heavy item back to UPS, but I also took the time to make a copy of the receipt that UPS gave me and send it to them. I still have that receipt. So yes, I'm angry. I'm beyond angry because I don't understand a company that would do anything like that. What do I care how heavy the item is? Why is that my problem, right? Like I said, imagine every single company doing that to a customer because something is heavy. So what? That's on you. So that's where we are. That's where my family is. And yeah, it made us really angry. And I was so glad to come upon your website to kind of vent because I felt like I was being ignored as a customer, which is totally unfair. Oh my gosh. So yeah, and I didn't know where to go because I said, this isn't right. This company is getting away with charging customers for sending items back. Who does that? Yeah, I want my money back. I would like an apology because here's the thing. When your company makes a mistake, it doesn't matter if you have 10 million customers. You admit to it. For instance, I would have liked the manager to say, I'm so sorry that you went through all of that. And because you went through all of that, even though we don't do that, we're going to go ahead this time and send you your money back. We're going to go ahead and credit it to the method of payment. That's what I would have liked because look at Amazon. Amazon is all over the world. They never argue with their customers. If they don't like something, if something didn't fit, they don't sit there and argue with their customers and tell them, no, you can't. No, they don't do that. Why? Because their customers are important to them. Their reputation is important to them. Brylane to me has no integrity. I don't have any reason to lie. You could go to UPS and see me on the camera with a big old box, right? And like I said, I still have the receipt that I made a copy of in order to get my money back. So for me, the resolution is to return my money to the method of payment, period. I don't care about an apology anymore because they could have done that if they really wanted to. I just want what is due to me. Right? Because it was no problem for them to charge my credit card. But that's what I would like back. I would really like it back. I decided to go public so that it doesn't happen to other people. And so to realize also to tell people, you know what, when you felt that you've been wronged by a company, you should speak out because companies stand on their reputation and they stand on the satisfaction or just, whatever's going on with the consumer. And so I wanted them to know, hey, Brylane is not what it seems to be. And I want anybody to know if they're going to order. I'm not telling anybody not to order, work with Brylane, but just know that this can happen and know that you have a right to speak out when you feel that there's been injustice.